Hello, this is Transformers Fan G138, and I'm here with a video review of G Gundam's G Gundam, or God Gundam, or in the United States, Burning Gundam. I've always known him as Burning Gundam for the most part, so I will be calling him Burning Gundam in my review. So, Burning Gundam here is kind of neat. It's not, he doesn't have as cool of a super mode as Shining Gundam had. I still think Shining Gundam's probably my top ranked Gundam, followed by Master Gundam and Burning Gundam being on par with each other. I really like both of them. I like this guy and this guy for different reasons. Both, I really like the show, and I like both of the Gundams in the show. Burning Gundam, I have some other issues about, the super mode's not as intricate. It's not, all flashy gold. It's basically a hyper mode, which is essentially Shining Finger but orange. But apparently more powerful. So he didn't need the whole hyper super mode. So, he is a little bit different. First off, he's taller by almost a full head. And he's got about the same mobility, I think. Same amount of points of articulation. Sometimes these longer skirt guards get in the way, but not too often. So yeah, it's not bad. Really good. Good mobility. Everything moves properly. I'd possibly like some more motion up in the chest area where you can go, crunch over or lean up, but it's not bad, especially for a 1/144th scale. I've recently gotten into building these kits, and they are fun. Been probably building them for just over a year. I've only collected about 5 because, again, Transformers Fan G138 here. I'm a Transformer collector. But these are extremely fun to put together, and I do enjoy several of the series. Then others I loathe with a passion. But I'm not getting into that right now. So, hyper mode. Well, first off, he's got the accessories that he should have. And this is one of the coolest parts. This whole mount for the sword hilts, he has one on each side, and they don't pop off like the one from Shining Gundam does. This one actually rotates, which is really cool, so it can get out of the way, and holds that hilt nice and tight. Then you can slide him out like he does in the show, go God Slash or Burning Slash or whatever. He does actually come with the beams. I've heard a couple of the kits actually don't come with beams. Beams for the beam sabers. I think Exia is one of them, if I remember correctly. Gundam Exia from 00. I don't know. I don't have Exia. I have 00 Riser from Waking of the Trailblazer, which came with the Riser, which I was happy about. So, like with the Shining Gundam, you actually get 2 different length blades. One long, one short. Like, you can't see that. One long, one short. Like the traditional Japanese swords. You have a short sword that you use for fast combat, and a long sword you use for a more... You know what I mean. Basically. One long sword, more massive, slower. One short sword, faster but less range. Beams are relatively low mass, so the only benefit of having 2 different ones is because he's a Neo-Japan fighter, a little traditionalism. It actually is kind of a neat concept. But, putting away the beam sabers for a moment, I'm not going to bother putting the handle back on the figure for now. He has the forget what he called this in the show. I feel bad for that, but basically the little flying thingy mabob he has that he like uses in like one episode, maybe two. But this, you know, transforms, snaps into the back much better than the Shining Gundam's core lander. Also, in addition to that, if you remember, he had the panels. I'm going to remove his head for a minute. He had the panels on his shoulder that would open up to reveal the machine guns, which he actually does have. They're up to you to paint because they're molded in the same blue plastic, and when you do that, the head gets in the way of the panels. But the point is, they do exist in there, and these panels are still there. But, you know, he still has the Vulcans sticking out, so I don't really know what the benefit of opening those up are. Other than it looked cool, I guess. Plus, he still has the ones on the head. Okay. So, the black line here, that's stickered. That's all sticker, which is kind of intricate and fun to put on. And by fun, I'm being very sarcastic. You know, he's got stickers here, all over the place. Very good. You can do panel lining. I prefer it without panel lining, just because to me it looks more clean. Yeah. I've seen some of the ones panel lined. I like them better not. He doesn't have quite as much of the same issue as Shining did. Like, Shining's legs would come off very easily. This guy has the same style, but his knee will fall off before the hip, as you just saw. And his actual hip. This part, for whatever the bizarre reason is, sticks in much stronger than the Shining Gundam one. And it's the same design. Which, when I saw that, was like a little disappointed. But, turned out not so bad. I think the tolerances in the original mold must be better on this one. They probably fixed it, because they probably did Shining first. Okay, so Hyper Mode. Basically, he goes Burning Finger, or God Finger, or whatever. So, chest opens. Again, I did not paint or put the sticker on here yet, because this is kind of lame, because it gets in the way of his head. I always hated that feature. I used to have an action figure of this guy. Battle Scarred version. Don't know what happened to him. I think he's buried in the next to my old house. But, in the sand somewhere. But, yeah, I didn't put the sticker on because I wasn't sure if I wanted to paint the inside yet or not. I probably won't, because I generally have them like this. But the point is, you can open it. The wings open. Back here. So you have his big, like, whoosh, no orange thing to put on or anything, so no special effect there. It would be cool, but waste of plastic in my opinion. Then you got the Burning Finger itself, which, you know, he's got the two-finger split, kind of like, you know, Spock. That goes on. Then you remove this glove from the arm, pull out these claw things. Sometimes easier said than done, depending on your fingernail. This case would be more easier said than done, or it's just because I'm on video. That's generally what happens. What can go wrong will go wrong. Quite literally, I cannot get this out. There we go. So once you get it, they snap down pretty well. These rotate up, and apparently it's dusty inside there. And then there's a little clip there that goes on the back one. It also will go on the front one, so it'll kind of cover his hand. Not great, because it's not separated. I feel like they could have easily made a second set of these with the actual things to match up with the fingers. but they did not. So I'm a little disappointed in that fact, because of all the extra work they did on the Master Gundam. This one actually has a relatively low amount of parts in it, extra accessories. It has a few hands, burning finger for each arm, the fancy move that the Master Gundam has as well. And I think it has more than one closed fist, but I don't know where I put it. It might just have one. He's got 2 beam saber hands to hold the beam sabers. And the swords. That's all he came with. So pretty dismal compared to the parts that came with him and Master Gundam wherever he went. But yeah, that's that. Oh, hyper mode. These two. Basically pull it out and then slide it up. Pull it out, slide it up, and there you got the engines in there, the jet propulsion. And apparently, as seen in the show, he can activate all the different parts of this separately. Unlike with the Shining Gundam, it was just the hand and the head, and then the rest of the body. That's all he could do, apparently. I guess he did open up the leg flaps once for jets. Well, super mode. If I remember correctly. I don't remember too well. I've only seen the series like 8 times. Anyway, beyond that, I really like this figure. On a scale 1 to 10, factoring in build complexity, fun, show accuracy, like for the character, like for the design, as well as the overall posability, I'm going to score this guy at a 9. Slightly higher than Master Gundam, because Master Gundam's way back heavy. This guy isn't. This guy has been designed for pretty much show accuracy, minus the hands. That's why it's not 10. The price is pretty cheap in the US, like 20 bucks. Or at least where I live. I get them from Amazon because I don't have an import shop around me. But I've shopped around. That seems to be the average price right now. I don't know how much they are in Japan. I don't live in Japan, but yay, whatever. Guy, awesome. 9 out of 10. Pretty good. That's really good ratings for me. I don't think I've scored anything 10 out of 10 right recently. So yeah, that's that. Oh, and it's just a comparative thing here. Comparison. I started my ranking system after I reviewed this guy, and I give this guy an 8 because his backpack does not stay in, and he's got the leg problem. This backpack does not like staying in at all. Any little bump, and it's falling out. Of course, it's not falling out because I'm on camera, but it's just trying to prove me wrong at this point. But yeah, and you had to paint all the gold on him except for under the shoulder panels, which you could put a sticker on. I painted it, so that's more of a custom thing. If you want to do the paint thing, that's what I did. I had a jar of gold paint, so I definitely went that route. Painted under the panels and such. See what I mean? Back falls off. So he's a 8 and he's a 9. Even though this guy has more parts, this guy's got less wrong with him. That being said, I think that's it. Oh, I did modify the skirt so that these two panels were separate. Same mod I did with here, because otherwise they were the same piece. They were molded together. So it's designed where you can clip them apart or keep them together. I clipped them apart just so they would move independently. And I can, put them in the same poses. So that's a small mod. But other than that, he is straight up build by directions. If you have any questions, post comments down below. Any if you would like a specific video review of Transformers, list them down below. I'll let you know if I have them, and if I do, I'll do those up. I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.